Paul Newman. Born January 26, 1925, Paul Newman's piercing gaze lit up the hustler and cool-hand Luke, yet fame left him restless. He died on September 26, 2008, at 83, of cancer, leaving $80 million and a legacy tinged with quiet sorrow. Sam Elliott. Born August 9, 1944, Sam Elliott's rugged charm in Tombstone masked decades of unfulfilled roles and longing. At 81, his $20 million fortune feels small beside his yearning for forgotten days. Roy Scheider. Born November 10, 1932, Roy Scheider's terror in Jaws defined a generation, yet later obscurity weighed on him. He died on February 10, 2008, aged 75, of cancer, leaving behind $30 million and fading echoes of the spotlight. Chris Evans. Born June 13, 1981, Chris Evans became Captain America, yet celebrity left him disillusioned. At 44, his $110 million wealth feels like armor against the emptiness fame can't heal. Matt Dillon. Born February 18, 1964, Matt Dillon burned bright in Crash and Drugstore Cowboy, but his stardom slipped away. At 61, his $40 million fortune rests beside quiet regrets of what never was. Jason Priestley. Born August 28, 1969, Jason Priestley's teen idol glow in Beverly Hills, 90210 faded after a brutal car crash. At 55, his $12 million fortune cannot erase scars etched deeper than fame. Johnny Depp. Born June 9, 1963, Johnny Depp's brilliance in Pirates of the Caribbean crumbled under scandal and ruin. At 62, his $150 million wealth feels adrift amid the wreckage of a fallen star. George Clooney. Born May 6, 1961, George Clooney, once Hollywood's golden man from Ocean's 11, now retreats from fame's noise. At 64, his $500 million wealth sits heavy on a man longing for quieter shores. Will Smith. Born September 25, 1968, the Fresh Prince turned global superstar, saw his life crack with public scandals and a career freefall. At 56, his $350 million feels fragile under the weight of redemption. Donnie Wahlberg, August 17, 1969, became an icon as Danny Reagan in Blue Bloods, yet behind the badge was a man haunted by failed marriages and fading fame. At 55, he clings to a modest $25 million fortune, battling demons of relevance and regret. Al Pacino, April 25, 1940, embodied Michael Corleone in The Godfather, a role that immortalized him yet cursed him with loneliness. Now 85, love eludes him, and his $120 million legacy feels hollow amid health battles and estranged children. Devon Sawa, September 7, 1978, rose in Final Destination but couldn't outrun addiction and career collapse. At 46, sobriety came too late for lost years. With $2 million left, he rebuilds, scarred but breathing. Norman Reedus, January 6, 1969, lived as Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead, a hero to millions, but car crashes and broken hearts left him limping through 56 years. His $25 million fortune can't heal the emotional wreckage. Liam Neeson, June 7, 1952, was Taken's avenging father, yet tragedy struck when his wife died suddenly. At 73, He's worth $145 million but still mourns, each role a distraction from unhealed grief. Patrick Wilson, b. July 3, 1973, enchanted as Ed Warren in The Conjuring, yet a quiet midlife depression consumed him. At 52, with $10 million, he hides his despair behind charming smiles and haunted eyes. Dylan McDermott, b. October 26, 1961, starred in American Horror Story, but real-life horrors, abuse, addiction, plagued him. Now 63, his $20 million wealth feels like ash in a lonely existence. Colin Firth, b. September 10, 1960, defined grace in the King's Speech, but infidelity shattered his marriage. At 64, with $30 million, he wanders through life whispering apologies into the void. Andy Garcia, b. April 12, 1956, captivated in The Godfather Part 3, yet his career faltered. At 69, holding $20 million, he wrestles with obscurity and dreams unrealized. Liev Schreiber, b. October 4, 1967, became Ray Donovan, but fame cost him love and peace. At 57, with $40 million, he fears he's played himself more than any character. Luke Perry, b. October 11, 1966, d. March 4, 2019, was the heartthrob of Beverly Hills, 90210, yet a sudden stroke stole him at 52. His $10 million estate lingers, as does the ache of what might have been. Robert Redford, b. August 18, 1936, reigned in Butch Cassidy, but personal loss and guilt marked him. Now 89, his $200 million empire feels fragile as he stares down mortality. Viggo Mortensen, October 20, 1958, ruled as Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, yet struggled with isolation after fame. At 66, with $40 million, he roams between worlds, searching for peace. Sidney Poitier, born February 20, 1927, the trailblazing Oscar winner, died January 6, 2022, at 94. With $20 million left behind, he broke barriers but carried the silent burden of racism's scars all his life. Tom Selleck, born January 29, 1945, the mustached hero of Magnum, P.I., saw his stardom fade in Hollywood's shifting tides. At 80, his $45 million feels like a relic of a golden era now long gone. Sam Elliott, born August 9, 1944, the gravel-voiced cowboy, faced decades of being typecast. At 81, his $20 million wealth masks a lifetime of roles that never fully revealed the man within. Mark Hamill, born September 25, 1951, immortal as Luke Skywalker, survived a near-fatal car crash and career stagnation. At 73, his $18 million fortune whispers of a man forever tied to one galaxy far away. Noah Weil, born June 4, 1971, the beloved doctor of ER, watched his star dim after early fame. At 54, his $25 million seems cold against dreams that never fully materialized. Michael Caine, born March 14, 1933, the British legend, faced poverty and rejection before his rise. At 92, with $75 million, he lives with quiet gratitude for a life nearly lost to despair.